We've had a lot of great guest stars over the past few seasons.
We've been very lucky to have some awesome people join us.
I'm going to bring in a consultant. I think he'll be very helpful, I'm sure.
We've gotten some great people who have been so much fun to have on the set.
Well, the only way to shut off the braid would be to finish the game, which Jared would know. He must have gone to the Black Tower.
What makes a good guest star on Warehouse 13 is their ability to just keep up with us.
Being a guest star usually is a little dicey because the cast and the crew have formed this, bond over several seasons, in this case, 3 seasons. Bus arrives in 20 minutes.
Can we make it in time?
It's a block away.
Well, I'm not from Denver now, am I?
It can be pretty nerve-wracking. You're basically showing up at someone's front door with all your stuff, you're throwing it in their front room, and you're saying, I'm gonna be sleeping here for the next week.
What makes for the best guest stars are someone that brings life to these characters that we've created.
I want you to feel the guilt and the pain, like I have.
We like to dip into the sci-fi pool.
You'll never get what you want.
Difference of opinion, Jane. See, I think I'm gonna get exactly what I want.
Artie, no!
We want people who laugh and have a good time and get that, everything is done with a sense of fun.
In our show, what makes a good guest star is somebody who likes to play and have fun and doesn't take it too seriously.
We like fun people. Fun people make good guest stars.
So, does this mean that I'm out of a job? Because I was just getting used to Pete's hilarious jokes.
Yeah, the only way you leave the warehouse is feet first.
The magic behind our guest stars is our casting director.
My initial walking papers were to find actors with sci-fi cred.
And they're always coming up with names. I mean, Suzanne came to me with Eric Avari. And I was like, oh, yeah, of course. Perfect.
The warehouse likes you.
Buildings do not have personal affinities, sir.
This is not, as you will discover, just a building, Miss Wells. Welcome to Warehouse 12.
I love working with Eric. He walks on set and he just glows.
He brings such an interesting quality to whatever he does.
You just have instant chemistry with people sometimes, and we definitely had that.
I am Kataranga.
And you're in charge here?
No, my job is to teach and to solve puzzles, we shall say.
I worked with Eric many years ago on a show called Mental. And then when I found out that Eric was cast as Kataranga, I was just overjoyed and I couldn't wait to see him again because it's been years. And he came on set.
She goes, Eric. I went, yes, hi, nice to meet you. I enjoy your work. I said, don't you remember me? I said, no.
He sort of cocked his head like, oh, this is that awkward moment where I have to say, where do I know you from? And then it struck him and he was so embarrassed.
And I was like, oh my God, you were a little girl then. Look at you now.
Time for target practice.
When the rules do not agree with one, it is sometimes necessary to change them. Working with Jamie was an absolute delight.
We all just adore having her on set. There's never a dull moment with Jamie.
She just fit perfectly with the show because she's got a great, British sense of humor.
How is your shoulder feeling, by the way?
Like you shot it?
Technically, you did that.
Yeah, moving on.
My boyfriend once said to me recently that for the first 6 months, he wasn't sure if I was just talking down to him and being condescending, and then he realized I was just British.
We're attracting really wonderful actors because the show's a hit.
Lindsay Wagner comes on set, and you have to remind yourself, don't be a fanboy right now. Wait at least 5 minutes, then be a fanboy.
I'm a huge fan, and working with her is a dream.
Rosalind Franklin, my personal hero.
Brava, Doctor.
Thank you.
My name's Jamie. I was named after Jamie Summers, the Bionic Woman. And I was about 4 or 5, and somebody said to me, and what's your name? And I said, Jamie Summers, the Bionic Woman. And everybody started laughing at me. And I remember as a child thinking, don't laugh at me. I will show you. One day I will show you. And it was quite funny that now I'm playing this kind of superhero-esque character, but not only that, I'm actually in a show with Lindsay Wagner who played Jamie Summers. So I told her about this, and she was like, oh, okay. No, she wasn't.
It's nice for the fans to see somebody they've seen before playing something different that they haven't played before.
In approaching a bad guy, I think some of my heroes, the guys like, you know, Nicholson or Walken, I've always looked up to those guys, and admired how they can sort of just eat those bad guy roles up. This is just step one. Before you die, I want you to know what it feels like when something you love is ripped away from you.
Anthony Michael Hall is so closely identified with some of those great movie roles that he's played.
He's so different from that kid you saw on screen in 16 Candles. It's kind of wild. Like, there's nothing like the two at all.
Finally. Right where it belongs.
He laughed at a couple of my stupid jokes, which made me feel really good, because he's kind of a comedy legend. So that was really fun.
Sally, Sally, Sally. What was unclear about destroy that building and everyone in it?
Ashley Williams, for the short period of time that we spent together, became one of my favorite people.
She was a great threat. It was a lot of fun to write for her, and in 40th Floor especially, when we actually finally captured Sally and were able to sort of interrogate her.
Artie said you don't torture.
I'm not Artie.
In 40th Floor, we really saw that she could be someone that you don't really want to mess with.
Come on, boys, we're all on the same side here.
I don't think so, lady. You're coming with us.
All right, Lattimer. No need to be rude. I am still a lady.
My dad is a medical journalist, so he's always talked to me about what it would be like if I had a heart attack. And he's like, it would start here, and then you would sort of seize up, and then you'd hurt. And I had this like whole immediate process as an actor of like exactly what would go down. And basically, in the final editing of the thing, they like, you see me go like this, and they go like that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry too, Sally.
It'll look like an undetected heart defect.
Kate Mulgrew is a force to be reckoned with.
She was just so amazing. I mean, from day one when she comes, she came on for the 40th Floor. She just brings such gravitas to her character.
Completely unexpected what she brought to this character. The second you see Eddie and Kate together on the set, the mother-son connection just immediately hit.
How cool is it that I have a Starfleet captain as a mom? It's like, yeah.
I want you to meet my partner. This is Agent Pete Lattimer.
Mom.
We all knew she was going to bring an incredible thing to that character. It was just 3 times more than we expected. She just brought a whole other layer of, yeah, we get how that's Pete's mom, that none of us saw coming.
She has a mean right hand. Yeah. It's a great line. I forget her bit where she says something like, she references one of the Ali fights, Ali Frazier fights.
You're too young to have seen the Frazier-Ali fight, right?
What?
They never saw his right uppercut coming.
It's exciting to see how it can all come together. You have certain names that you do think of, like, this would be fantastic.
I'm here to make you an offer, Stephen. What? I have a position to fill, and you seem to fit the bill nicely.
Are you kidding me?
The Aaron Ashmore story is so bizarre how that happened.
The Steve Jinks character was originally written to be an Asian man.
They narrowed it down to 3 really great guys, but none of whom seemed to click. Now it's 3 days before the first read-through, and we don't have a guy to play Steve. And I call Robin Cook, and she says, I think Aaron Ashmore's here. He shows up, blends in like as if he'd been there from the beginning.
What is this, some sort of a hazing joke? Or?
Claudia was right about you, Jinx. You are a poopy pants.
Have you guys been drinking?
Neil Grayston, my brother from another mother. What are those things on my chest?
Freckles? Okay. When you can get someone from another sci-fi show onto the show, it just adds to the fun.
I'm just so glad that Syfy has allowed both shows to exist in the same universe.
Neil so blended into our cast. I mean, it was again like he'd been there from the beginning.
1, 2, 3.
Break.
Okay. That's just.
I consistently hear from guest stars, I had so much fun on this show.
I would literally pay to come back.
I would love to come back on Warehouse 13 as Kataranga. I think that character has a lot of mileage.
That's the great thing about sci-fi is that you can do anything that you want. And people come back in dreams, people come back in reality.
I really, really, really hope that Steve Jinks comes back in season 4. Look, I know we found him dead, but never say never. It's the warehouse.
We lost, Artie.
Not yet.